Right now, I just feel a bit anxious. I feel a bit dysregulated. Just like when I was spending excess on food, on groceries. Not because I necessarily needed them or needed anything, but in that moment when I was getting all the things I was getting, I felt safe. My system felt comforted. Like, okay, we're gonna be okay. We're fine. We're fine. But then I'm left depleted financially. I feel strained again. I feel restricted, constricted, mentally and physically. I can feel it in my body. I feel like there's loops in my mind, turning the scenario over and over again. Why did I overspend on food and groceries, even though I didn't need to? I have enough. My daughter has enough. But in the moment, in the midst of picking up that extra box of mac and cheese or lunch meat or that box of wafers, ooh, the box of chocolate wafers. Oh my goodness. I felt safe. That's what I realized. I felt safe. So I want to commend you because it's not easy to face yourself, and it's not easy to become aware to the point that you realize that you've done something that doesn't necessarily serve you long term, but B, you're able to realize or recognize that you've done something that did serve you. And in this case, you recognize that. The overspending is not because you don't care, not because you're slow or silly or that you that mismanage purposefully, but it was literally your body's way of protection, your nervous system piping up after whatever thoughts you were having at the time that was bringing on anxiety, panic, these loops of thoughts that bring on those feelings of unease, of unsteadiness. You were literally attempting to soothe your nervous system. And in that very moment, when you were picking up the extra mac and cheese, you were picking up the extra portions of food that you now realize and recognize that you didn't really need. In that moment, you needed that. You were literally regulating yourself. regulating your own nervous system so you wouldn't spiral any further. So I don't want you to feel bad. I want you to feel grateful that you're able to pick up on this, that you're able to see the scenario for what it is. And now next time, one of the things that you may want to implement, especially because you're aware of this, but what you can do is whenever those thoughts come up, if there's a certain loop that keeps coming up, you're going to stop it in its tracks because you're a speaker. You're a natural orator. When you speak, your voice activates, it medicates. And so if you have to even say it out loud, you don't have to say it on the top of your lungs. But once you recognize those thoughts, and you do, you can literally whisper it to yourself. I see you. I hear you. Thank you. And no thank you. Not today. And you make sure that you take a deep breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Do that before and after you make that little statement, but very powerful statement to yourself. You can say it under your breath as long as you know you've said it, because that's how you're neutralizing the loop. That's how you're going to stop those menacing thoughts from interfering with your actions. You may not get it right every time, but we all know that practice makes perfect. So the next time it happens, that little thought or voice that comes up saying, oh, the world is ending. Or whatever thought that comes across your mind that causes you to start to panic and want to buy as much as you can to keep you safe. You repeat that little mantra. It's simple. So simple. But it's powerful. Deep breath. I see you. I hear you. Thank you. But no thank you. That's it. You're doing well. I am ever so proud of you. Ever so proud of you. You keep going. Even if it's the tiniest of the tiniest steps, you keep going.